Meteorologist Rob Perillo.
Welcome back. Well, a stormy evening ahead and then maybe a potentially stormy day tomorrow, but we do think we're going to have better coverage of showers and storms tonight. While less storms tomorrow, the dynamics will be stronger for the possibility of severe weather. We'll have more on that in just a bit. First off, though, let's take a look at that infrared satellite imagery. You can see the storms kind of exploding this afternoon from southeast Louisiana, the coastal areas, and then expanding this afternoon. We have one complex back in Texas, another one in Louisiana, and the two have been kind of bridging across the area. So this is essentially a disturbance in the subtropical jet stream right here. And here's the next weather maker. This is going to be a bad weather maker, especially for our friends in northern Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, as we call this a short wave. It's a very low amplitude. It's not a big dipping down trough. In fact, this is going to be just rolling eastward, kind of like just a little bit of a swirl in maybe a stream pushing on through. And those are the ones that normally produce some pretty strong wind dynamics, and that's what we see going into tomorrow, but mainly from Cenla on northward. Now, tonight there are a number of flash flood watches off to the north and east of us. Those are the folks that are going to see the rain, and we're going to see a nice little soaking tonight, perhaps up to an inch or more in a few spots, but nothing that's going to produce flooding. And late this afternoon, you can see some of the action over toward Baton Rouge, but the strongest storms we have going right now, northeastern Cameron Parish to the Lake Arthur area. A lot of pink showing up here, so there may be some small hail, gusty, possibly damaging winds, and then farther to the east we go. We have this one cell that's moving into Lafayette Parish. I ducked my head out just before the commercial break, and I could hear the thunder moving in to Lafayette. It's over Scott right now, back through Doosan. Some locally heavy downpours here as well. Now, we do have a marginal risk of severe storms going into this evening as those storms roll from west to east. That means the possibility of damaging winds, but mainly isolated, and or some hail in those storms. But then we flip the switch into tomorrow. Much more colors going on here, where Acadiana is in a slight to enhanced risk, mainly from the Highway 190 corridor on northward. And now new this afternoon, a moderate risk from northeast Louisiana into Mississippi and Alabama. These are the areas that got pounded on Easter Sunday. They're going to get it again tomorrow, and maybe another system come Wednesday night into Thursday. Meanwhile, for us, I think that severe weather risk will certainly manifest to the north, and I wouldn't be surprised if we're pushed down to maybe a marginal to a slight risk category for tomorrow. All modes of severe weather possible with this weather system, including very large hail. You're talking maybe up to baseball size hail in the northern part of the state. We'll see. Damaging winds in excess of 70, and the possibility of strong long track tornadoes, maybe not quite as bad as what we saw last weekend, but nonetheless, you're in a moderate risk in Mississippi. You got to be very watchful. Near term tonight, showers and storms continue through this evening, but as we wear on through 9 or 10 o'clock tonight, things quiet down. Warm front moving north across the area, so temperatures hold in the lower 70s through tomorrow morning. We start off with clouds tomorrow. Those clouds actually begin to break up. Notice the models going for best rain chances well north of the region. Temperatures here in the lower 80s, but there's probably going to be a tornado watch from central Louisiana on northward mid-morning into the afternoon, and all that mess moving well north and east of us, and eventually a cool front pushing on through tomorrow night. So Monday morning, clouds, but sunshine in the afternoon, and temperatures in the upper 70s, and much more comfortable humidity after tomorrow. Now, the European model painting a different picture, actually going for a lot more. It's a lot more bullish on showers and thunderstorms across the area. And again, our severe weather window will be somewhere from mid-morning through the mid to late afternoon, provided we see storms. All the storminess pushes east of us, as we indicated, as we go into Monday and then Tuesday. Let me come back to this. Let's just get over. I can't do that. We just got to go through it again. As I indicated, Monday looking pretty good, and then you get into Tuesday also looking pretty good, and then we get into Wednesday. Then we're going to see the chance of showers and storms increasing again, and potentially another severe weather threat. So we'll watch that. Near term, the only issue we have is going to be the winds tomorrow. They're not going to be too terribly strong, but gusting up to maybe 25 or 30 tomorrow afternoon, so keep that in mind. So scattered evening storms, a good bet at 70%, quieter after midnight, humidity on the rise, temperatures hold near 70. That's pretty much where we've been all day long today, but you'll feel the humidity up. 83 the high tomorrow. Notice I'm not going too high on the rain chances at 50%, but some of those storms potentially severe, and we'll have to watch any storms that get going on the radar tomorrow. As we move into early next week, looking good until Wednesday night, Thursday, another possible severe weather threat. Maybe that one's a lower end threat. Friday looking good. Weekend, some rain chances eventually, and then not looking overly bad as we move beyond that. That's it for weather for right now. We'll be right back with more right after this.